I think Colorado, and I think the way you characterize those early days, Montel, are spot on. And kudos to you, friend, for, to your point, being involved in the sector and in the movement well before it was in vogue. I have a tremendous appreciation and respect for that, and I've always considered myself fortunate to be standing on the shoulders of the true pioneers like yourself. So just thank you for that service. I mean that sincerely. It was a great inspiration for me, to see that early. And I wasn't one of the ones laughing. I was one of the ones applauding, but the laughter was there. And, insofar as Colorado as that initial experiment for democracy, if you will, I had a sense that some of the Western states, Oregon, of course, Washington State were early as well, California, that it would move somewhat briskly, right? It would be adopted, and we would have that runway. But I did always have, and this was probably because I was in law school at the time when I first got involved in the industry. I was actually going to school in LA at Southwestern, and I was on a plane every week, spending Monday through Thursday in Colorado, you know, and back on the plane. I did that for about 2.5, 3 years, man. And I earned my JD and sort of cut my teeth in the cannabis lane in that way. But I always had a sense that the arbitrage between state and federal law would take a long time to thaw out. I think in the last few years, like most of us, I've been very frustrated at just how glacial that process has been. We should have got safe banking done and some of these other measures done years ago.
But do you think some of that, now again, being one of the OGs, the real true OGs in the business, and I mean honestly, you should pat yourself on the back for that too, sir. And I thank you for the accolades my way, but I got to pat you on the back for what you have done to really transform this industry into what is now a viable industry and vertical. However,